Welcome back, Fragrance family. It's the man with the best laugh in the business. I am the humble collector, and you are my humbled crowd, and you are listening, or you are watching, I'm sorry, to the Fragrance Club. Okay, so who do I have as my guest today? Well, I have 7 guests, actually, because I've been lucky to get my nose and to get, like, either the bottles, you know, I've been able to get like bottles, or I've been able to get like splits of 7 new fragrances that have come out this year. Okay, so I'm gonna go like through different ones and tell you, my opinions on them, and I'm gonna rate them and see, which one I like best. Okay, so I'll have to start with this one. Okay, so starting out with the number 7, which is the worst. Okay, 7 to 1, 1 being the best, 7 being the worst or whatever. Okay, so this one came out earlier, I think March, earlier this year. And when it came out, I wasn't really looking forward to it. 'Cause to be honest, I'm not a really big fan of the Polo line. I like Polo Red Extreme, and that's it. As for the original Polo Blue, not a very big fan of it, So when Polo Ultra Blue came out, I was like, okay, let me get my nose on it, and it's okay. I wish that it performs really good. I remember this performing 5 or 6 hours, and I remember the projection on it was almost an hour and a half, But to me, it would have been a redundant purchase had I purchased it, because I've already got something that reminds me of it. And if you can find Eternity Aqua by Calvin Klein, it's probably better. It's a better, it's a better value, I think this one is still kind of $60 or $70, So, yeah. So, Polo Ultra Blue, not a big fan of it. Okay, so coming in at number 6, my second least favorite. Okay. This is Polo Red Rush. And like I said in my review for this one, really not a big fan of it. The performance on it was less than average, I think. 4 to 5 hours with 45 minutes of projection. And I already have the best in the line, which is Polo Red Extreme. So this comes in at number 6 as number 6 of, out of everything that I have that came out this year. Okay, so where am I? Okay, yeah. Now this next one, I was really looking forward to it when I heard that it was coming out. And when I got my nose onto it, I was like, really? You're gonna do that? Bleu de Chanel Parfum. It's not it's not the EDT, it's the Parfum version. I love the original EDT version of this. And then I've also got my nose on the EDP version, and I like that too, but I mean the EDT is still my signature scent. It's still the one I go to. So coming in at number 5 was Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum. Or Parfum, I'm sorry. Parfum. So, I really should have taken these out of the boxes first. Oh well. Okay, so coming in at number 4 is Christian Dior's Sauvage, the EDP version. Now, I am a big fan of the EDT, and I'm a big fan of this one too. The problem with this one is that it's too much like the EDP. It's got a little bit more It's got a little bit more pepper to it. It lasts a little, on my skin, it lasts a little bit longer. But for the most part, you really don't need both of them. Like, I mean, I have both of them. I was able to get this very, very cheap on one of the fragrance groups that I am a part of. So that's why I went ahead and got the EDP version. But you really don't need both. You really don't need both of them in your collection. I mean, if you want both of them, I mean, by all means, you know. But you really don't need both of them. You know, I would say that if you have the EDP, then, you know, then that's all you need. If you have the EDT, then that's all you need. So yeah, this is coming in at number 4. Okay. Okay, so coming in at number 3. Now, when I first got this one, it's Aqua di Gio Absolu. When I first got it, I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. You're talking to somebody who loved the Aqua di Gio Profumo and the Armani Code Profumo, you know? So I thought I was really going to love it, you know, when I first got it. But it's too strong for, like, the office setting, you know? I could see somebody wearing this on a date, maybe an outside date. But if you're like confined in an office or something like that, then please, this is too strong for that. I think it's too strong, and it radiates. Sometimes it radiates the hard way. Sometimes, you know, and you can become that cologne guy. So Aqua di Gio Absolu comes in at number 3. Okay. It's Aqua di Gio Absolu. Okay, so next, and coming in at number 2 for the 2018 things that were released in 2018 is the 18 version of Invictus Aqua. Okay, so I love and hate this. I love and hate this fragrance. I love it because I can put my 16 on lockdown, you know, so I don't have to wear it anymore. But the fact that I have to put it on lockdown anyway is, I hate it. I hate that, you know. It's a watered down version of the 2016. So Invictus Aqua 18. It's a watered down. It smells exactly the same at first spray, and then it kind of dies. But it smells like a watered down. It smells like what it is, a watered down version of the 16. And I'm glad that I've got this, so I don't have to wear those 16 all the time, and I can put it on lockdown, you know. But I hate the fact that I have to, like, if I ever run out of the 16, it's probably going to be hard to find or I'm probably going to have to pay like $300-400 by that time. Okay, so yeah, this one comes in at number 2 for releases of 2018. Okay. Love the bottle. Love the bottle though, man. I love the bottle. Okay, so the best fragrance that has been released this year so far, in my opinion, Coach Platinum. It's a lot like Dior Sauvage, but it's a little bit more refined. It's a little bit more reformed. It's a little bit more spicier. And like I said in my review for this one, I've never been that kind of guy to like, I need something in that exact moment. But when I got my nose onto this, I fell in love with it, man. I fell in love with this. And I've worn this a lot ever since I bought it. You know, so far, everything that's come out so far this year, this is what I've loved. Coach Platinum. You know, I've out of everything that I've tried this year, you know, everything has either been, you know, a copy of something else, but this is awesome. I love it. I had to get it the day it came out, and then I was asking them if I can get a sample of it so I can test it out, you know, or so I can do my video or whatever, and they were like, no, we have to keep it, you know, because Dillard's had this late July, you know, and my guy at Dillard's was like, hey, you wanna get your nose onto something that's not out, you know, and it won't be out for a couple of weeks. I was like, yeah, always. I was like, okay. So he introduced me to 2 fragrances that day. He introduced me to Polo Red Rush, and then this one too, the Coach Platinum. You know, as y'all know about I won't go into Polo Red Rush, but this one was my favorite. So out of everything that came out in 2018, I've loved this one the most. I recommend you get your nose onto this one. Okay, so that is my video for today. You know? And I'm glad that I've got you people to talk to about fragrances and stuff like that, because it's really cool, you know, to once you get started. You know? And I'm going to keep doing videos and stuff like that. I mean, because that's what I like. I like collecting. And I like doing this show for y'all. Okay, so this has been my collection of 2018 and the new releases and what I've thought about them. So, thank you very much. You are my humbled crowd. I am the humble collector. And that's the truth, and I'm sticking to it.